crop circle?
Beautiful, isn't it? It's a message from creatures much more intelligent than us. Space beings who have traveled millions of light years to say something. But what does it mean?
I think this one's a fake.
You're one of those skeptics, aren't you? Always questioning, always picking away at my theories. One day you'll see that...
Boy, the end of Mrs. Tweedy's story in Chicken Run got even more darker than I imagined. Who would have thought the lack of chicken pot pies would start an alien invasion? Though this does explain the angry kid. Episode review.
I want to scare myself and everyone else. The thrilly and chilly on Willie's will rise. Cover your eyes, little...
Greetings, my fellow Pridelanders. I'm Brandon, the BAMBI Man, and welcome to Lion Guard episode reviews here on Golden Ticket Reviews, where if it's classic or crap you see through it, I review it. And I think it's high time for the month of monsters to continue. It's time to beware the Zimwi. We begin on a dark and spooky... You know what? I'll let Snoops introduce this.
It was a dark and stormy morning at Flat Trite. It was a dark and stormy evening. It was a dark and stormy night. Right.
Rafiki is doing his best to recreate Uncle Stan around the campfire, and the guard is here as well. Guess young security guards need their stories too.
Tell us the story, Rafiki, please! Yeah, we want to hear it! We all want to hear the story, Rafiki.
Very well. Where was I? Oh, yes.
And then the mighty eagle flew Red and Chunk out of the piggy kingdom, and that is how this time of the month became known as the time of the Angry Bird Revolution. Actually, he speaks of a mysterious creature known as a Zimwi, which in scientific terms is...
Terrifying beast!
You show me a twerking polar bear tagging along his little sidekicks who like to pee in a fish tanks, and I'll show you a real beast, namely me. Apparently these creatures are supposed to come out when a full moon appears. Somewhere a wolf chorus is wailing romantically in the distance. Apparently Bestie is the one kid who showed up late. Though he had important matters to tend to, like rapping to Animal Taurus, kid's as busy as Kendrick Lamar. And he is auditioning for something called the Bellow Fellows. Not that one, but good guess.
Bellow Fellows?
That sounds nice. If they like me, I'll get to bellow all the time with them.
So he's reliving Owl's subplot when he wanted to join the Dawn Chorus? A worthy hobby.
Yes. I suppose this is much more interesting than the Zimwi.
Don't take too harshly to that, Bestie. Rafiki's been on his banana diet workout ever since Favreau called. Side note, I'm cautiously optimistic about the new Lion King remake. Anywho, seeing how the kids are young rebels, or young bloods for the Green Day fans, Rafiki decides to finish his sinister tale. Through song, which I probably would get copyright blocked for including in this vid, so... Everything's gonna be alright. Don't you be afraid when Zimwi spook in the night. Stay closer to me and don't be worried by fright, for everything's gonna be alright. You know, so far in this show we've seen musical numbers from hyenas, jackals, lions, and now monkeys. What's next? Ponies dancing to the King of Pop? Never mind. Moving on. He does the bright idea of sending the kids to bed with Zimwi nightmares to dance in their adolescent heads, and the guard is convinced everything uttered by the chimp is most unorthodox. Much to Bunga's curious efforts to punch at wind. What? All the little ones are frightened, and Kion suggests they stay together for the night to feel safer. But Bunga wants to take it a step further.
We can all spend the night at Hakuna Matata Falls. I'm sure my uncles won't mind.
Now, if it was up to Uncle Max, we'd be sleeping in the mud. This eclectic group of animals is off to their sleepover when suddenly...
Ah! The Zimwi! Zimwi! Zimwi? Where?
Is that a Jabu's family? Man, Okapis are like ninjas. No, guys, you want the Scooby Gang. They're in a different universe than this. Dang it. They think they hear the Zimwi when really it's Timon scraping a rock again. What? Do these two ever sleep? Apparently, according to the Odd Couple, Timon is one of the rare creatures to survive a Zimwi attack. Funny, I didn't know meerkats hailed from New Zealand as well. Actually, I'll let the Kit Kat here explain himself.
Not exactly me. See, my mom's cousin's friend knows an ox who told him he ran into the Zimwi, and it ate him.
Wait, if the ox got eaten, how did he tell anyone else the story?
Oh.
Yeah, the talking lion is right. There's no logic in that. Despite the smart cub's disbelief of the Zimwi, he agrees to have him and his team hunt whatever has them spooked solid. The team has a little dialogue about their stances on the existence of the Zimwi.
Come on, Kion. Isn't it possible? No.
I should know. I talk to a ghost lion in the clouds whenever I need advice. Clearly I'm the most sane.
They also run into these weirdly adorable combinations of lynxes, cheetahs, and zebra. I don't know their species, but I need one like Veruca needs a golden goose. Of course, Bunga has to frighten them with utter nonsense.
Before the Zimwi getcha! Zimwi? What's a Zimwi? You've never heard of the Zimwi? It's nothing. Yeah. If something as tall as 2 giraffes is nothing.
I now start to see why Hunter, the movie-reviewing pony, hates spikes so much. Luckily, I don't own a spice garden for Bunga to ruin, so my guy's better than your guy. My guy's braver than freaking Cutie Crusaders. Is there a lion cub version of Tylenol? Because clearly he's earned it. They head into the deep, deep woods without a camel lamenting about feeling blue. Surprising.
Don't forget Pulse Zebra here to add exposition.
The Zimwi? Why should I panic about the Zimwi?
You're not afraid of the Zimwi?
Why would I be? Everyone knows it's just a story.
I should know, given how I practice telling them stories every night to the young fawns with my best Connery impersonation.
Apparently, this guy got scared off by the cute small lynx hybrids we saw earlier. Odd coincidence, but not as odd as Bestie's continued bellowing.
I'm not sure which is spookier, Bestie. The Zimwi or you?
Well, he's not a part of the Hutto Hippo community, and that community is more scarier than one young hippo. Meanwhile, on God's Zimwi resurgence, strange figures are lurking in the distance, PO'd that the guard dared to interrupt their clan meeting. Once they move in, they find it's only gazelles. Mediocre. As always, it's the honey badger's fault. I say we just tie him up and leave him to the mercy of Christian Slater Snake.
Maybe this thing really is as tall as 2 giraffes.
Those sure look like big teeth.
Anyone else see 2 heads?
No, but I see one now about to be smacked by a monkey's walking stick.
Whatever it is, it's on the move.
Move? Is Max Charles slurring his words? I think he may need to learn to enunciate his lines. Then again, I don't want to. They finally come across what they think is the dreaded Zimwi. It's up to the annoying comic relief to stop it or not. They round up the frightened gazelles by sending them out to the open. Easier meals, you see. However, Kion is disappointed that his team caused them to fear, including himself. To be fair, what he saw did look like a second-hand version of Wild Mike from Barnyard, so he's excused.
While we were running away. Sorry, Kion. Nothing to be sorry about. I ran away too. And you said the Zimwi wasn't real.
You don't get to talk after the nonsense you pulled at Pride Rock when you sang that Baobab Fruit song. Turns out what the Zimwi really happens to be two stuck together little porcupines. The guard must be feeling like real pricks, Rimshot. How are they gonna live this down at the next PT animal meeting? Speaking of meeting, time for the Bellow Fellows to see Bestie. Let's see how he does.
Hapana.
We love it!
Surprised? So that was Beware the Zimwi. A decent episode with a nice dark atmosphere, witty dialogue, great animation, and a fine sense of pace. Nothing more to say other than it's a bellowing good time. Next month, according to the schedule, we're going to be seeing lions from the Outlands appear in the series. Does this mean the return of Kovu and Batani? We'll have to wait and see, my friends. Until then, I'm Brandon the Baby Man saying take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you in the Pride Lands in the movies. And may you all have pleasant Halloween dreams. Also, I need to rethink those singing lessons I've been taking. Apparently bellowing is where it's at.
You know, if I say something, I mean it. These things happen. Yeah. If I ever said I'm not scared, just know I mean it. If I ever said I put your bitch cheating, just know I mean it. And if I ever said I'm getting money, just know I mean it. And oh Lord, oh Lord, he knows I mean it. Yeah, I mean it. You know I mean it. Just know I mean it. Just know I mean it. If I trash it, I mean it.
A little too quiet. I take it back. Quiet's fine. Quiet's fine.